He had his first cap against Latvia. I think we already knew that. That was a while ago now, but he hasn't really kicked on the international scene. But we'll come on to the international stuff when we've gone through everyone's profile, just see how they're getting on for the World Cup qualification in Qatar, I believe. I can't remember if I checked his injuries. Nope, nothing major. He's been out for a total of just under 2 months, which explains why he hasn't played every game for Arsenal. Connor Strength Higgins, Manchester City still. So solid, his strength's up to 20. So he's the first one who's got his medium perk up to 20, which is good. And he's got good attributes for defensive, tackling, marking, heading, positioning. So excellent. Really nice. He has improved. So he could have started for City. We'll see how he's got on. Yeah, he's made a fair few appearances. So Stephen and Connor, both QPR boys, both starting for City. Disappointing average rating, but that's good. He's not beasting it, considering he's good in the air and he's good strength. They probably got him back on the halfway line for set pieces, perhaps. But he's played just under half of the league games he could have. So they're rotating him in well. So that's good you'd have taken that, considering 13 wasn't enough. You need to get into that 20 bracket to improve, and it looks like there has been a small improvement. He's still got a lot of 11s and 12s though, but they're on things that you don't really need as a centre back, so it's okay. Just as long as you get the core ones up, it's good. Check out his injuries. Good year on the injury front. He's had, bar that one in 7 years, hasn't had more than a month. It was good. Going to Ireland's best 11. Best overall 11. Going to Man City's seasonal best 11. Surprising. Last year he played 13 league games. That's good. See how he got on for Ireland. 22 caps for Ireland. He's done well. At this pace, you're on course for. What you started when you're 18, 5. So could get 60 to 80 caps. And depends, again, same applies with McShane. See how we've got on in this qualification. Just trying to see, 110 appearances. Yet to get your first senior goal, so that's something to look forward to. Should play more and more frequently for Man City now. Got the 1 year contract extension. I've just seen that. They should re-sign you now, because they don't want to let you run down and someone get you on a approach to sign in 6 months. Okay, we'll compare you with Gal once we've reviewed Gal. You did score, but it's another Ireland goal. You have scored for City, but it's the first league goal that you're looking for. Okay, we'll move on to Gal. He's injured, but he's had a big move. Dream come true. So yeah, it's obviously just happened last season. I did remember seeing this actually. When I'd gone forward with the Ireland international games, I had just caught the end of this transfer, and it was a bargain. They signed it for 4 million. It's a good average rating, a lot of games there for Arsenal. Going to have improved again. So phenomenal average ratings at Celtic. 25 league starts for Arsenal. This is why I was kind of reluctant to go into Arsenal with Ross and McShane, because I did know that Gal had moved, so I didn't want to, in case anyone just follows it like me, player by player, I didn't want them to know that Gal had moved. So let's look at his defensive attributes. Heading, brilliant. Marking, brilliant. Tackling, good. Positioning, good. Strength. So Connor's got the edge on him on strength, but other than that, he's got brilliant attributes there on the defensive side. So he's literally fulfilled all his boyhood dreams. Started at Brentford. Look, so he's gone to Celtic. He loves them as a player. That's added into the game. So he's done the Irish Celtic. It's like he's done his national duty playing for Celtic. Started his career at his boyhood club, and then he's gone on to the team he supports where he wants to play the best years. So it's a dream come true. Look at this. He's almost 5-star. Don't often see 5-star defenders. So he's one of the best defenders in the world. That's good. Didn't score a league goal but for Arsenal, but managed it for Celtic. Obviously different standard of football. Currently got the injuries. Let's see how much that's holding back. Did have a dislocated shoulder, so he would have been playing more games for Arsenal. So he's missed. That's a key time in the season to miss because there's so many games around the new year. So that's taken him out till February. He's come back, and then he's missed the last couple of games of the season. So other than that, he'd be starting every week. Every week he'd been starting. He's played every game pretty much in Europe. We can now look at Arsenal, see where they finished. So again, they got their rightful 4th spot. Consistent. So even the signing of Gallagher hasn't really moved them on that much, but they've now got McShane playing his better role. So we're going to have Gal playing alongside probably Nkulu, I imagine. McShane sitting in front of him with Ross Ty. It's quite funny just to see three of us playing for Arsenal week in, week out, next to Ramsey, Ozil, Depay. It's a good Arsenal team, that. Let's see if he's won any player of the wars or anything like that. So Arsenal didn't win anything. Got into the team of the week in the Prem twice. So he's bought Arsenal for 6.25. So it's 4 million up front with add-ons, but remember he was valued at something like 3.25 because he only had a year left at Celtic. And then as soon as he was signed, I did have a quick look at him before I sent him to the future, and he was valued at 15 million, which is what I estimated him as. But his real market value is probably around 40 million. Arsenal shouldn't sell him for any less than, like 30 up front with add-ons. But I can't see him leaving now. He's at his team. He'd be very hard to leave. I can see him being a future captain as well, actually. His leadership, it's not outstanding leadership, but in the game, it's still very good. 14. You don't get much higher than 15. So that's a future captain for Arsenal. If he's not already some sort of vice captain. He's still fairly young and he's just moved, so you're not going to make someone who's just moved a captaincy role. Compare him with Connor now. So as you can see, it's clear now that Gal is the world class, whereas Connor's a star player, whereas Gal is world class. So the only advantage Connor has is his medium perk and penalty taking. We've both seen them can do it on the big time stage in the Euros. Didn't bottle it. Gal's catching up on their caps. Catching up, that's to do with injuries now at this stage. We've both got to be centre backs for the future. Ireland got brilliant centre backs there. Going back to the great 90 days when we had McGrath, Moran, McCarthy. Brilliant centre backs to choose from. Gal's on a lot more money though. Connor, obviously, he'll get a bumper pay. But I wouldn't be surprised if he did get sold though with that 1 year. Connor probably he's still just a little bit too big. The difference is Gal had that time at Celtic to develop. Those years he blossomed. And that's the difference. But he had to have the talent to do it in the first place. Didn't have the best of starts with a red card. But that's phenomenal with 9 man matches for a centre back. Okay, so well done Gal, looking all nice. Got your dream move. Not left for you to accomplish other than on the international stage, maybe try and win something with Ireland or bring Arsenal back to their rightful spot top. They haven't won the league now since 2004. So we haven't won the league in 17 years, turning into Liverpool. Aiden Summoner Tracy, speaking of Liverpool, good segue. 1 international cap, so he has made a start. I keep forgetting to check Ross's international. But looking at this, he is banned for an international.